What's up guys, my name is Savage Speaks and today I'm going to be doing an NBA Youngboy piano type beat tutorial, specifically in FL Studio. I'm using FL Studio 20, but it doesn't really matter which FL Studio version you use. At the end of the day, you can still make the beat. What you're seeing right now on the screen is the finished product of this NBA Youngboy piano type beat. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. Please watch it, please learn. Just make sure you're following along, because that's the best way to learn. But yeah, without wasting too much time, let's just get straight into the video. Alright guys, so first I'm going to start off by putting my tempo at like 150-ish. I want to keep it up there. And then we're going to grab... Alright guys, so I just picked out two keys, or pianos, or whatever you guys want to call it. So basically, I think this one. Yeah. So that's what that sounds like. And this other one sounds like this. So I feel like I could do like a cool hook with this one. And this one will just be like the melody, just going over and over and over. So yeah, when working with like pianos and stuff like that, you really want to just make sure you have your scale right. So I'm going to start with the goose one. Basically I'm going to click this. I click normalize because it was kind of low. You don't have to click normalize, you can keep it low, but I just want to be able to hear it better. So yeah, but when you do that, it does make the sound sometimes sound a little distorted. So be aware of that when you're doing it. It's definitely best to work with whatever you were given like this, and then you can boost it later on in the mixing instead of normalizing it. And sometimes the sound might sound a little weird, and then you have to save it in mixing. So, but yeah, this one sounds fine normalized, so I'm gonna use it like this. With my scale selected, I want to find my root note, and I think F4 is the lowest I want to go. So I'm gonna put this here. So basically, when you've selected the scale, all the white highlighted areas are in key. So you want to play on those keys. You don't want to play on the dark areas because those are out of the scale. So it makes it really easy once you pick the scale. I pick the scale in every single video that I do. So no matter what video you're watching, I'm probably going to be talking about this scale. And you probably already heard it if you watch my other videos, but for the new people, always have the scale and always follow the scale. So I'm going to just put out some chords here. Kind of liked how that was sounding. I'm going to stretch this one out far. So it doesn't actually hold a note that long. I'm going to just keep going and see how it goes. If anything, I'll bring this back and just press and just make it every bar. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that just to see how it's going. Kind of like that. The end right here, it has like this sounds like a race car. You hear that? Sounds pretty dope, I can't lie. I'm gonna leave that like that as it is. First thing I want to try before I even continue is I want to just press Alt A and see how stuff sounds if I mess it up a bit with this arpeggiator. Let's hear it. Alright, so that right there was some cheeks, man, just straight cheeks. So that actually sounds better. The arpeggiator sounds better if you have more notes. Basically, I just have the chords here, so it doesn't really have that much to work with. So I understand that's why it sounded buns, but I don't think I'm gonna go that way. I want this to be like more piano instead of bounce. So let's just continue. I got my bass root notes right here. I'm going to add some mid melody in this. So put a key there, actually. Ooh, you hear that? This stops early and it makes like a sound. Alright, that's some gas right there, man. This last one, it just keeps the energy going. I'm gonna just duplicate this, Control B. Let me just do it again for the people not paying attention. So I just undoed. If you don't have anything selected, and if your things line up perfectly to the bar right here, so you can see it doesn't go over and it doesn't stop on there, it touches the bar. So when it's like this, I can actually just press Control B and it will just duplicate everything over here to right here. So 4 bars, copy it over to 4 bars. That'll make a total of 8 bars. And yeah, easy peasy. Easy peasy. So I want to add like a little variation right here. I like that, but it's too high. So I'm gonna try and bring it down a little lower. Yeah, that's not working out. It's just too high. Try and bring it down maybe. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess for now I'll just leave it. I'm gonna press Control. I'm gonna press Control R and randomize stuff. Move the pan up just like a bit, maybe like 15. I can't hit 15, so I'm gonna leave it at 16. I don't got time to be wasting. Velocity, I'm gonna just move it to the right. Let's put it lucky number 13, and move the release up to like 20. I'm gonna put this back to velocity. Alright, so actually I think I might put the root notes here, just add like a little low end. I'm not gonna use it, I'm gonna EQ it out, but basically I want it there. It's just literally the last notes here. So I highlighted these and I pressed Control B to copy it over here, in case you guys missed that. Because I highlighted it, it didn't copy over the other stuff, it just copied over what I highlighted, and that's why that's here. Next I'm gonna highlight all these. I want to make them all, actually I want to just lower it so below to like around this. So I'm gonna hold Alt and I'm gonna actually scroll from up here, and it will scroll all the selected areas down, so all the velocities of those selected ones down. So I really want to make this really low because I don't want this dominating anything. This is like more low end, just to make the sound a little bit more wide, just to stretch it out. And I'm gonna EQ it out in the mixer, but for now I'm just gonna add this here. Let's pull this down a little bit more, and let's just listen to this real quick. That right there is hard, man. That dun 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 dun. Oh my gosh, man, that's straight fire right there. Let's move on. I'm actually liking this so far. You know, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna save it real quick. Let's just name it. What should we name this? All right, let's just name this something real quick. I don't know. Let's name it like spinning. I don't know, or twirl. Let's name it twirl. Twirl. I don't really know, man. The name doesn't really matter. I try to pick a cool name that people can write to, but sometimes, you know, you just can't really think of a name. And I'm recording a video, so I'm not gonna really waste time thinking of a name. But yeah, so we're gonna call it twirl. Put your name right there. Savage Speaks. Genre. I don't know. I make hip hop music mainly, so I'm gonna put hip hop. You guys can twist it to however you want it. I like to put the key in my comment section and the BPM in here. So like some people don't know how to check it, but like it's there for them. If you have the file, you can check the metadata and you'll see that the key is there and the BPM is there. But yeah, BPM should be 157 and the key should be F sharp minor. And yeah, you want to check this so this thing doesn't pop up every time you open FL Studio, and then X that out. Now I'm just gonna save this real quick and we're gonna continue working. Alright guys, so we're good. I just saved it. We're gonna continue on. I have this right here. I don't know if I want to do this right now, but no, might as well. Let's do this right now. Piano roll and let's play. want to reset this back to what it was. So a quick way to reset your velocities, like if they're all over the place, if you want to reset them all back to like the default, you hold the Alt key and then just click in here and just drag, and they'll all go back to like that default placement right there. I'm gonna get rid of these, but basically I just want to put these right there for now and see what it's sounding like, and then I'll mess around with this afterwards. So let's just listen. Yo, that is so hard. Yo, are you guys realizing this? Like how hard this is right here? Listen to this. Just listen. This is so crazy. I did a roll on the note. So to do a roll, you just highlight the note and you press Alt U, and you can chop it up however you want. Now because I'm using one shots, I'm able to do rolls. Was this note here before? Yeah. So because I'm using one shots, I'm able to do rolls on notes. So I did a roll and then I right clicked on all the chop pieces and just dragged, and then basically it proportionally moves them up, so it's gradually increasing proportionally, and basically it makes like a dope roll sound. So just listen to this. Listen to this sound right here. I don't know if you guys can identify it, but just focus on it and you can hear it. Here it sounds like it's just running, like that's so hard, man. I don't want to overkill it, so I don't really want to put another one, but we could try it just to see what it's sounding like. Let me get rid of that and just drag this over. I added this note right here because if you see, let me just put this right here. So if you see this, the first note is actually really low, so you can't hear the first note. It's just gradually increasing. But this is like a spot where your beat should hit. So if I'm hitting on the grid, so basically there's a grid here. You see all these vertical lines going. These horizontal lines are rows, but all the vertical lines are potential spots for you to hit. And right here, see, this is a bar, and in between, so it's half a bar, and I wanted to hit right there because the notes hit right there basically. So me gradually increasing, it sounds cool, but at the same time it doesn't have that hit that I want without that note. So here's without the note. So basically without the note it just silently rises up, but with the note you get that first initial hit and then it's like rising up with it. So listen. So I personally think that sounds better, but like, you know, again, it's all down to personal preference. You guys mess around with this, tell me what you guys think. You guys have everything here in front of you guys, so you guys can, like, you know, learn. When you guys are watching my beats, I hope you guys are making it along. Don't do nothing with the beats, man, because everybody else is making the beat. But just use this as a tool to learn. So try and do this along with me. You guys will learn so many stuff, man. Like rolling that note right there just blew my mind. I'm in love, man. I'm in love. I'm gonna leave this as is. So if you guys can see, this is my hook. I didn't really add much to it, so my verses won't have the hook, basically is what I'm saying. And with the hook, I'm gonna add this stuff right here. That's what I'm thinking right now. Maybe when I lay it out, it might be a little different, but right now, as of now, I'm gonna have it like that. So I'll move this down. I'll rename this. I'll rename this to like piano. I'll do a -V for verse. Actually, let me rename it again. Piano -V. I don't want to add any space because sometimes FL Studio messes up with the space, so I don't really want to mess up anything. Just try not to use a space if you can. It won't mess up all the time, but it used to have like a problem where it messed up all the time, and because of that I don't like to put spaces in my thing. I'm pretty sure it's fixed, but I just don't like to put spaces in it anymore. So yeah, piano. What was I doing here? Man, my brain just gave up for a second. So yeah, piano V for verse, piano H for hook. I don't need the sampler anymore. I'm just gonna delete that because I like keeping my stuff organized and clean. I'm gonna put some hi-hats, snares probably, or maybe we'll do claps. I don't know. I feel like I might do claps for this one. So I'll do hi-hats and claps for sure. No, I might do snares. No, I'll do hi-hats and claps, and then I'll put an 808. And yeah, we'll just see. Let me just grab some stuff. Alright guys, so I just picked out some instruments right here. I renamed most of them and iconed them. To put an icon, right click, select icon, put that. So yeah, these are all the instruments I believe I'm going to use. I'm not 100% sure. I might add more later. But for now, I'm going to use these. So let's just work on this right now. First, I'm going to start with the hi-hats. Just going to right click. Oh, make sure that you cut all of the percussion instruments by itself. So cut itself for hi-hats, clap, kick, 808. Just make sure that's checked for those guys right there. And then for hi-hat, I'm going to do fill every second step for now. And then we can mess around with it after. And then on the clap, I'm going to fill the 3 and the 7 as usual. So 1, 2, 3. See, they're color coded for you. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I want to fill the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 3 and the 7, it's going to keep doing that for the rest of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy peasy. So basically my work area is a little long. So it's actually, instead of 4 of these, I have 8 of these. Normally most people just work in like what they see right here, but like you can add more stuff because my thing is twice as long. Basically these will go twice as long in the right spot. So you can just right click, come in the piano roll. So I'm set as clap, and you can just shift D to make sure everything fits right first. So I'm gonna put my thing to quarter beat or half beat, and then press shift D, and then because this is stretched all the way out here, I want to just loop this over. So I select it and I hold shift and drag, and yeah, so I'm gonna go right there again, same spot, 3 and the 7. You can see it here as well. So if I zoom in, this is a half beat, so 2 of these is a beat. So basically 1, 2, 3. So it's still the 3 and the 7. And yeah, I just looped it over. Gonna do the same for my hi-hat. Oh, actually my hi-hat's already done, but I can press shift D just to make it fill to the half beats. And yeah, let's just hear where we're at. So my claps are sounding a little weak. I'm gonna just smack those. Next thing you can do is if you want to make it smack even harder, you can go to this boost knob. But like the more you're doing this boosting stuff is the more you're distorting. So really you can just lower the other stuff and get your sounds right. But I'm just gonna leave it at this. Alright, so I got my juicy kick right here and just mess around with some hits. Whew, that little pause right there. So it's like a false hit. You were expecting a hit right here, but I didn't put the hit right there. I put it right here. And it just made it sound so juicy, man. Feel like it. Yeah, so I'm gonna rock that out for now. Let's just go here. Alright, this is sounding hard right now. I'm gonna put the 808s. So I put the kicks first. Normally I usually do the 808s first, but I don't know. This one I was feeling kind of clubby with this beat, so I put the kicks first, get that bounce going. It's easier to get a bounce going with the kicks because it's all the same note. With the 808s, you kind of like following the root notes, so it's harder to like focus on the bounce. But yeah, if you follow the kick first, it's easier to get a nice groove. So I'm gonna select right here. So just the kicks, just that juicy kick is selected. Make sure it's selected right there, and then press Control C. And I want to paste that juicy kick over to my 808s. Boom, just like that, the 808s are juicy too. So I want to click this, go into the 808, and I have my root nodes. It's really easy to see them when I did like this low one right here. And basically, I'm just gonna move this on it. Move that right there. Move this right here. And yeah, get the gist of it. I'm just moving my stuff down to follow the root nodes. I might change them after. So I might so basically I have a chord, right? So I had this, this, and this. I could really put this anywhere in there. First one, usually you want to put there, but like you put the other ones like anywhere on that scale and it will still sound nice to a degree. But yeah, I'm going to just keep it to here first and then listen to it, and then we're going to see. So I move this down here. This is really low, right? That's too low. You can hear that. This one, that one's better. That one's better right there. That one's kind of high, but at the same time, you know, it sounds pretty good still. The thing is, I started out making a sad beat, but I'm feeling kind of lit. So we'll see how this is sounding. Holy. I have to mute my kicks first. Okay, so basically, this 808 cannot handle going this high with the velocity because it's already cranked up too high. So I'm going to just reset the velocity to this 808 by holding Alt and dragging over. And then also, my if you guys remember, I didn't EQ out the low end in my piano rolls here, in the pianos here. So I'm going to put those pianos to 1 and 2. And I'm just going to EQ that real quick. So I got my parametric EQ. I'm just going to press right twice and it gives you this one. So this is like the easy, quick, and dirty one. I'll just drag it up to like 120 is good. And then, yeah, I'm going to select this. Select the save preset and drag it over to insert 2. And now that's on that as well. And so now both of these have that low end EQ'd out and should leave some space for that 808 to breathe. My 808 had like a little boost on it for some reason. So in here, it had like this boost knob turned up a bit. I think that was the reason why it was so distorted. So I just removed that and I'm going to crank this back up to see how it sounds. So that first note I'm going to keep back low. You hear that like little crunchy sound in that first note? I don't like that. Don't like that, man. But this is at the right note. Another thing I could do is check my 808 to see if it's in key. So you can go here to pitch correction. That is not it. Actually, we can see right here that this is a little off, but that's not what I wanted to go. I wanted to go to audio editor and right click on this one. Oh no, left click on this one and go to detect pitch region, and you can see it's C2. So it's actually in key right now. If you go to this knob right here, you can see it's set to C, and in the audio editor you saw that it was set to C. So my note is tuned correctly to the correct note, but as you saw in the pitch editor, it had like that little curve up right at the start, so it's not starting as C, which is, you know, kind of weird. Yeah, a little crunchy note. We can fix that later on. You know what, guys? I can't believe I forgot this, but on your master, always make sure when you're working with the beats, always make sure to have a soft clipper on it. I think my beat was just getting clipped and I just didn't realize it. Rookie mistake right there. So having a soft clipper right there will actually just save your life. So I'm just gonna put that right there and see how it's sounding now. This is so fire, man. Oh my goodness. And to think, we started off with the sad scale, I was thinking maybe I was gonna make a sad beat, but nah, I'm turning up, man. I'm heating up. Let's see. I wanna add I wanna actually fix this. So if you can see right here, my hook keys are actually really low. My hook keys are really low, so like it's like non-existent, so you can't hear that dope roll I had. So I'm going let's see what I can do. See, this is like lower here. I remember I normalized the other one, so I need to normalize this one so it's the same level basically. See, now you can hear the roll. Before you couldn't hear it, but now it's sounding proper. So yeah, I was just messing around real quick. I added Valhalla Supermassive. It's free plugin. You guys can go get that if you guys want. Just search it on Google. And I'm putting a Reverb 2000 on it. And I'm just gonna crank this down a bit. See, it just adds like a longer, nice reverby tail to it. I'm gonna cut that down some more. Okay, yo guys, so I was just looking for a snare. I found this snare, Metro Snare. So rename it. So gonna name it Snare. Put that snare. Where is that? This on it, and I'm gonna move it up. So basically, I got the clap right there, and I got the snare right after it. So it adds like a little extra bounce to it. And then I have this loop bar right here, so you can see there's ghost notes. So basically, it's just looping it, so it's doing the same thing in every spot right here. So 2 bars, every 2 bars, it's doing the same spot. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So I'm gonna turn off don't loop, and I'll probably just drag it myself. So I don't want it there because I have this roll thing. I kind of want to keep that present. I don't want to take away the thunder from that. I'm gonna put it here again. Yeah, so I'm gonna put them there, move it up a little bit. I think that sounded fire, pretty proper. I guess next is to lay this bad boy out. I think it's sounding pretty together. Let me just so I selected everything. Go up here, color, gradient, the usual. I always do this. So if you guys are new to my video, you guys probably wouldn't know that I do that, but I always color my stuff because I need to have it looking fresh. Yeah, so that looks cool, pretty dope. Also, my things are lined up 1, 2. This will be 3, 4, 5, whatever. So I'm just gonna highlight everything right there. Same process, just making sure all these greens are highlighted. Then go to my mixer, right click on track 1. See, I got my stuff already on 1, 2, and 4. So I want to preserve those just by keeping the order. So I have my stuff on 1, 2, and 4, and this 1, 2, and 4. And because there's 3 here, 3 will land here. So these will preserve. So these will go to the... So basically these will go to the right spot because 2 is going to be on 2, 1 is going to be on 1. Yeah, hopefully you get what I'm saying. But if you didn't, let me just show you. So because everything's selected here, gonna go to here, right click on the first one, then go to channel routing, route selected channel starting from this track, and everything will be there following the same order. So because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, they will go over here 1, 2, 3, 4. And because I had the stuff already on to, this actually goes to where it's supposed to go, and it has everything on it already. Moving on, I got my 808s and kicks. I want to just make the kick mono. I don't want the sound to spread. So basically these are separating the stereo, and this is making it mono. Mono means flat. So if I go all the way over full purple, it's sounding dead center. But if I move it over here, I can, if I move it over here and I pan it, then the more I move it, the wider the sound will sound. So because I want my kicks to sound dead center, I'm gonna make it mono. 808s, I think I also want to make this one dead center. Sometimes you might do some cool stuff with the 808s or the kicks, and you might not want to make it full center, but because I didn't do any panning, I just want to make it full center. These, I can move this up a bit, and I think this, I'll just move it like 5. Just want to keep the a little separated, not too much, not too crazy. Alright guys, so everything's here now. I'm just gonna play the pattern, I guess, one time. Sounding fire to me, man. I might tweak the sounds, tweak the knobs a little bit. I already added like whatever I needed here. You don't want to go too crazy with the effects. I think if anything, I might add a roll on the hi-hat. Just cause I wanted to throw a roll in there, I added this here. It's not too loud. See, I brought it down because I don't want it to be too noticeable, but at the same time, I just wanted to add like a little bit more variation to the beat, so it sounds like the beat's changing a little bit more. But that's literally all I added to this hi-hat. Aside from that, it's just literally the basic fill every 2 steps, I think it is. That's just all I added to it, to add a little bit of flavor to it. Now that I have everything that I need, I'm gonna just split these. So right click on pattern, and then you can go split by channel. And if you look over here, it just split everything for me. So I'm gonna select the first one right here, select the bottom one while holding shift, and that will select everything. And I'm gonna drag to track 1, and that will just lay them all out right there. I'm just gonna lay this out real quick for you guys because the video is getting kind of long anyways. So alright guys, so real quick, I was just laying out for a bit. This is the intro section right here. I'm gonna get rid of this drum fill. I actually don't want it, so I'm gonna delete it. The drum fill is still here, so I'm gonna delete it right here. And also the drum fill's in here, so I'm gonna delete it right here. So you go to reset to default. I really don't want that drum fill, so I'm just gonna move it out. And here, so it's all gone. It's gone everywhere. Those were like the 3 spots where stuff are when you was trying to delete stuff. So just make sure you delete in those 3 spots, and everything will be deleted properly. Next up, I put the riser right here. So I don't know if I played the riser for you guys, but like this is like a legendary riser. I think it's my favorite riser. Let me just play it for you guys. It's just so dope, man. It's just like, you know, like I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're throwing a boomerang and it's just spinning. And it kind of fits the theme of the song, the title. So anyway, it goes from like left to right, and it just sounds so fire. So I threw that in there, threw my tag right here. This is gonna be the hook section, intro, hook, and verse, and then just gonna loop again. So what I wanted to do was make the hook unique on the second part right here. So I'm gonna right click, or I'm gonna click right here. So left click on this, whatever this thing is, the icon, and then go to make unique. That would make this 808 pattern number 2. So here I can change this without affecting this. Yeah, so after you make it unique, then you just want to double click in it and you can just change stuff. So for me, I'm going to add these notes. I'm going to actually make these notes go up, and that's the only change I think I want. Alright guys, so real quick before we're done, I just want to play you guys like the very end. I added this thing right here. So basically I took the hook melody and I just chopped just the roll part right there, and then I played it out by itself at the end with one 808 hit at the start. So it'd be like a cool little ending. I'll just play the ending for you real quick. And just like that's gonna fade out just like that. So I think it sounds proper. I just put this little note here so we could play, so you guys could hear. But when we export, we're gonna actually export it. Let me just show you guys. So yeah, when we export, okay, fine, we'll save it. So when we export, I'm gonna export with a leave remainder on. So that just lets the last note just play all the way out. Normally you have it on cut remainder if you have everything controlled. If you want everything more controlled, you do cut remainder. So normally I would have done that, and then I would have automated the master volumes to just stop whenever I wanted. But you can also just leave it on leave remainder. This is easier way. So it'll just play out the last the last couple notes. So if I had all these here, it would play all three of them. But since this is the last note, it'll play just this all the way out, and the song will actually stop wherever it stops. But yeah, I'll make another video on export settings. It's not essential to this. This video is already kind of long. But yeah, I'm just going to play the final beat for you guys and just end the video just like that. Again, if you guys want to hear the whole beat, it'll be in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the channel. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button down below for more videos to come. You guys can leave comments and let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll try my best to make those videos.